So I just took my dog down to the park along the river, and let him off his lead and was kind of watching to see what he would do, how far he would go, and if he'd keep an eye on me and stay within range of me. And he did for the most part. He'd get quite a ways away, a couple 100 yards, and he'd come running back. Well, then when it got time to go, he was so busy sniffing around in the grass and exploring. I kept calling him, whistling, saying, "It's time to go, it's time to go, we're going bye-bye, let's go, get in the truck." Didn't pay any attention to me. He was so into what he was doing. And what was so interesting and had his attention there along the river. So I got in the truck and started driving away, and usually he would start chasing me and looking to see what I was doing and run to catch up, and I'd open the door and he'd jump in, stop, and he'd jump in, but nope. I started driving away and he paid no attention to me, just kept on sniffing. So I parked behind some trees and waited and waited and waited. Finally he realized, I don't see him anymore. So he came running to look, and as soon as he saw me behind the trees, he slowed down again and took his old sweet time. Eventually ran around the truck and jumped in. And I thought, wow, isn't that my life? I get busy sniffing the things of the world, get busy looking at things that interest me, busy making money, busy working, trying to provide for myself, busy with my hobbies, my interests, and doing the things I enjoy, and forget about Jesus. And he's moved on, and he says, hey, he whistles, come on, I'm going this way. It's time to move. Time to go forward. And I'm so busy doing my own thing that I don't listen to him. I don't hear his call. I don't pay attention to what he's doing or where he's going, that he's taking off. And next thing I know, he's long gone and he's out of sight. But he's the good shepherd, and he comes back for us. I remember the first year I was saved, I was worshiping at a home fellowship at Crossroads Church in Marshall, Michigan, at somebody's living room, and I remember seeing myself as a sheep eating grass, tall, green, thick, rich grass, and Jesus and the other sheep had moved on and went up over the hill and disappeared, and I was there by myself, just so caught up enjoying the green grass. And suddenly after a while I looked up and realized, oh my gosh, I've been left behind. Where did they go? And Jesus came back for me, and he spoke to me. He said, yeah, if you get caught up in the pleasures of this world, basically, and eating the green grass, I'll come back for you. And he did. He came back and got my attention and got me to come back with the flock. But that time that we're away and left behind is very painful in the end, and it costs dearly. At least it has for me. It's left me very broken, hard-hearted, and just numb, because it was been so much loss and of losing all those things that my heart had gotten attached to, and the suffering of the enemy put upon me while I was away from him. A lot of torture and accusation and shame and guilt to crush me and to try to destroy me. But the good news is, the good shepherd has come back, and he's calling me back to the flock. Get back in the pasture. Get back where there's safety. He's driving out the darkness, driving out the demonic forces, starting to speak truth, clearing my ears that I can hear again, clearing the airwaves, getting rid of the false demonic spirits that have pretended to be the Holy Spirit and lied to me and brought confusion and deception, pretending to be the Spirit of God. As I've listened to the true Spirit, as He's guided me, there's greater and greater freedom. And now He's speaking to me as I'm willing to feel the pain of all the loss and the grief and the shame and surrender it to Him and come to Him with it. He will turn it into fertilizer for His garden and grow beautiful flowers out of all the crap in my life. I've gone through a lot of shit. That's what I say. I've gone through a lot of shit in my life, and it's been very painful, and there's a lot of grieving and misery. And God's shown me, if you will open up your heart and feel the pain and give it to Him and come to Him with it, He understands it all. He went through the suffering. He went through the pain. He went through loss and grief and death, and was publicly shamed over and over and over again before the world, before his family, before the church of the day. They shamed him again and again and again. So he can understand what it is to feel shame, and He desires to break it off of us and set us free.